Hey there everybody, it's Mia. I had a question from someone asking me about my vitamin regime. So I thought I would do a video. I was actually just making my vitamin packs for the week, and as I was making them I'm like, oh, I should just show a video instead of replying back to this person. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do. I'm very methodical on how I do our vitamins. My husband also had gastric bypass 2 weeks before I did, so vitamins are a big deal for both of us. So we have a little routine that we go through that really works for us, so I'm just going to share it with you. I'm going to show you what vitamins I take and how I go about putting them all together. So this is hopefully going to be helpful to some of you, because I found that this is the easiest way to make sure I take my vitamins every day. So here we go. So I have this little cabinet here, which is our vitamin stash. Between my husband and I, those are all the vitamins that we take. So, my husband was in the beginning doing our vitamins for us every day, and when you see how many we take, you'll see quickly that it was getting to be ridiculous. So, this is what we do. First, I guess I'll show you what I take. So, this is my calcium. It's the chewable caramel flavor from Walgreens. This stuff, to me, is like candy. It's so good. Like, I look forward to it every day, and I know that's super blurry, but that's the calcium I take. My husband doesn't care for it, so he takes these adult gummy calciums. They're like these little gummy pod things. I think they're disgusting, but he likes them. So alright, so that's my calcium. I'm 1.5 years out from surgery, but I still take the Bariatric Advantage chewables. This one is the orange flavor, but I usually just buy whatever they have. What else? We take vitamin D3. Oh, sorry. We each take 2 of these a day. We just moved from Florida, so our doctor recommended that we take a higher dosage because we were getting so much vitamin D from the sun, and now we won't, especially in the winter. He suggested 2 of the 1,000 IU a day. We also take Tums every day. I know some doctors differ on this, and my doctor in the beginning said I had to take 2 Tums a day for life. The last time I went, he's like, oh no, there's this new study, and there's really no effect on it, so you don't need to do it anymore. But my husband was like, you know what, they told us in the beginning to take it, we're going to continue. So we do 2 of these a day. We also take vitamin C. I take 2 a day. I also take, on top of my Bariatric Advantage, I also take prenatal, and I'm sorry, I don't know why this is so stinking blurry, but I take a prenatal vitamin. This is just Target brand. I do 1 of these a day, and you know what I've found? I think this really helps with my hair and nails, like really makes them grow fast. And on top of that, I also take the biotin, so I take 1 of these a day. Oh, this is something I completely swear by, B12. Energy B12 gummies. These are the best things ever. They're these little red gummy things. Moving from Miami, being in a bigger market, they had these at Target, but now that I'm in Pittsburgh, they do not carry these here. So I'll tell you in the end about a service I found on Amazon, which is how I get these. So I take 2 of those a day. And that's it. My husband takes a couple other things that I don't. Oh wait, I'm lying. No, there's 2 more. This is the other. That's so friggin' blurry. It's called ranitidine tablets. As an acid reducer. This is the other part of what goes in like Pepcid AC. So when we had surgery, they told us we had to take not Tums every day, but Pepcid AC. And Pepcid's expensive, so I looked at the ingredients and found that Tums, what is this? The antacid in Tums and the acid reducer in the ranitidine, or there's another one too, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head, that make up what's in Pepcid. So when you buy them separate, they're not as expensive. So we do these. So I do 1 of these a day and 2 of the Tums. And then the other thing I do is iron. I wasn't doing iron faithfully, and I started getting bruises like all over me. Like if I would run into something, forget it, I would be bruised. So the iron is helping with that. So these are my vitamins I take every day. mine personally. My husband takes a couple others that I don't take, but this is my lineup, right? So this is a lot of pills to put out every day. So this is what I do. We make them in packs of 8. So I'll just, open the bottles and line up like 8 stacks of pills across the counter, and I'll go through the bottles and do 8 little piles. And then I'll go to my little thing, and here's our vitamins. So to the left are my husband's packs, and to the right are my packs. So every day we come in, we grab one. He wakes up before I do, so he's such a sweetheart. He takes his, and then he takes mine, and he'll leave them here on the counter, and then he'll call me 3 or 4 times a day and say, did you take your vitamins? Did you take your vitamins? Because I'm bad, I forget. But by the end of the day, this packet will be gone. So these are all my vitamins for the day. And I have, like I said, we do like 8 to 10 like stockpiles at a time. The other thing I do to make sure as I'm making these, if I run out or I look like I'm going to run out, I take the bottles and I put them up here on the microwave. And then I know I got to get those. We're almost out. Okay? So that's that. One other thing with my vitamins that I just kind of mentioned is the Amazon service. So I use Amazon to get my B12 gummies, and I use Amazon to get my husband's B12 sublinguals. So they have this service where you can get things auto shipped to you. So I get 3 bottles of this B12, which it brings 100 gummies. I get 3 bottles, so 300 for I think $14. And if you do auto ship, it's free shipping. So I get 300 pills, and you can set it like to get your frequency, so you can get them delivered like every 2, 3, or 6 months. So I'm on auto delivery for my B12s for every 3 months. So I know like between my husband and I, this bottle will last us like 3 months. So it's coming in the mail. It's way cheaper, even than when I bought it in Target when I lived in Miami and they had it in stock there. It's a lot cheaper to do it on Amazon. So we also do the B12 sublinguals for my husband that way because he really overloads on B12. They have a ton of vitamins, so if you're interested to look it up, they have like all kinds, like D, C, they have multivitamins, and they even do stuff like diapers, like if you have babies and stuff. So it's really good, and it's really good pricing. So I recommend that if you're interested. So that is my vitamin program that I have myself on, and I'm a year and a half out from surgery and have never had bad labs come back. My labs are always perfect. My vitamin levels are always spot on. My doctor says like I'm a model patient when it comes to that. Between me and my husband, we have never had an issue, and I think following this, like what I just showed you, really helped. So I know, like I think it was Wendy had this thing on her page. That's how she does it. So everybody does different things. I tried to do that. It didn't work for me because I felt like the vitamins being in there, they started to take on the taste of other things that were in there, especially the chewables, and it was kind of gross. So we decided to do this little snack baggy things. And oh yeah, the little bags I showed you are just little snack bags, which is the perfect size. You don't need to waste a whole sandwich bag. So that is my program. That's what we do every week or so. My husband and I take turns. 1 week it's his turn to make the vitamins, the next week it's mine. So that's that. Hope that answers your question for the person that emailed me earlier, and have a great day. Bye.